Well, guys, it's Wednesday and I need a break. Been networking all morning, finally figured out the problem, and yeah, so let's burn off some of that relief with some thrifting. So let's hit up, I don't know, we'll hit up two Goodwills that are relatively close, and maybe a pawn shop, and maybe one of those Christian thrift stores. So stay tuned for that, but let's go. Well, here we are, guys. I'm at the Goodwill, downtown Lawrenceville. This one used to be good, not so good anymore. I think Captain Retro on YouTube, he told me that he's gone to this one. He knows, I guess, a guy who works here, and he's been kind of cherry picking some of the good stuff. So that's kind of disappointing, but I still do find stuff from time to time that I can flip on eBay for some money, so hopefully I can find something. So let's get on in. All right, well, we got out of that Goodwill with a couple of things, but unfortunately, they had a Model 1 Sega Genesis, the high definition graphics one, and it was marked for $10.99, as is no power whatsoever, cords at least, so I couldn't test it. And it had a bunch of screws missing from the bottom of it, and I still would have bought it, but it had a broken pin on one of the controller ports. Probably could have found one some way, desoldered it, put it back in, but yeah, $10 is a little steep on something like that. I probably could have gotten it modded because it's one of the high definition graphics ones, but I didn't look to see what the FCC ID on the underneath is. If it's the longer one, that's the one you want to look for. If it has a longer FCC ID, usually says like US blah 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 blah. If it has a shorter one, that's not the one that you really want. So had to pass on it, but I did see a game up in the case, some DS games that, you know, they were worth probably around what I paid for. I paid $5 for this game. Excuse the glare. It's a copy of Sonic Rush on the DS, and it was complete. So for $5, didn't have it. Looks like it's pretty cool. Who knows? And they had a pack of cables, $292. I got 3 of the newer iPhone charger cables. So I'm always going through these, so these are pretty no-brainer. Got to pick them up because my wife, she's always going through them. But we're at a Cash America right now, so I'm going to go inside and see what they have. Their prices are really stupid anyways. Maybe they have some good Blu-rays. Maybe they have a couple of games that are worth picking up. But usually handhelds, the consoles, and just newer games, they just don't have. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had some, because I hadn't been here in about a month. But, well, hey, let's head on in and see what we can find. All right, well, I just got out of Cash America, and I was able to find a couple of games. She actually gave me $3 a game, so kind of had to, you know, find games that are actually worth picking up. And they did have a Wii game that I didn't have for the collection, and that was Far Cry Vengeance, and thankfully it was complete. They had a bunch of, like, just, you know, random PS3 games, Xbox 360. The other game that I picked up was the Metal Gear Solid HD collection for the PS3. I think I already have this. I'm not sure if I have it on PS3 or Xbox 360. I think I'd rather have it on PS3. So for $3, I'll probably just either put my other one up on eBay and sell it for like $10 shipped. But those are the only things that I was able to find. They did have like Madden and a couple of Xbox One games, but again, handhelds were way overpriced. They actually had a 6-button Genesis controller and a Nintendo controller, but I didn't even bother asking how much they were. They probably wanted like $10 a piece for it, I'm sure. And they had a bag full of DS games, but again, I didn't feel like waiting around to see what they were. I'm sure they were crap, and they were, you know, loose anyways. I hate buying loose games, so whatever. We're at a Christian-owned thrift store, and I haven't been here in a while, so I don't know what I'll find, if anything, but let's give it a shot. All right, guys, well, we got out of that Christian-owned thrift store, and I actually found some pretty decent stuff for $9.50. I got a couple of items. They were kind of dicking me around with some of the stuff, so I put some of the stuff back. What I did find, I got it right here. I actually found, you know me, my Panasonic cordless phone. She wanted, I think, $3 for it, and it's a newer model, so it's got a base station and an answer machine, so I think it's the whole thing right there. So that was pretty cool. I'd probably flip that for $20. So I found a couple of Burger King things. I found Knuckles. He like rides around and spins. Woo! So that was fun. I found a Goomba. He's a little special looking. I'm not gonna lie. He's like, he's got a little fucked up right on his head, but I think that it's actually just like chocolate or something. It should come right off. And I was really excited to find this. You probably can't really see it. I'll try to get the glare. It is a McDonald's little cup. Come on, guys, you know these. Back in the day, would transform. So they, I think, came back out with these. They used to be like Transformers, and then they think they brought them back, and now they're like a dinosaur. Which is kind of stupid, but whatever. So that was cool. I was kind of really excited to find one. I was hoping it was the Transformers ones. And 1990, yeah, the original ones came out, I think, back in the 80s. So cool to find that again. I found a bunch of like gargoyle stuff and some Batman stuff, just like all Burger King, McDonald's stuff. But she wanted like $5 for the whole bucket, and I really only wanted these 3, so passed on that. But for $5, I did find this. I was surprised at the price, and it's going to go in my garage. Yes, a nice ass tournament style dartboard, complete with 3 darts that actually have metal tips. The others have plastic tips, so I'll obviously have to get some more metal tips. But it's perfect for my garage because it's just drywall. So that's a good backdrop. Throw it up there. I love me some darts. Drink me some beers. But yeah, we're at a Goodwill, so let's stop talking and do more thrifting. All right, well, we got out of the Goodwill. They had a bunch of PS3 games, and they had a PSP. They wanted $45 for the PSP, and it came with like a case, the charger, and that was it. The PS3 games, I had seen them there last week. They were titles that they were good titles, but for $5 a piece, just not worth picking up. But I did find a DS game, and it was the only DS game, and it was half price, so I just said, why not? So I picked up a copy of SpongeBob SquarePants featuring Nicktoons in Globs of Doom. Yeah. But it looks like you can play as either like SpongeBob or Invader Zim. You got Jimmy Neutron. Just a bunch of other people. I'm not really sure about all the Nicktoons, but hey, for $2.50, a DS game that looks to be like a platformer, looks like it could be kind of fun. So yeah, I'll pick that up. But that's gonna do it for everything on this Wednesday of the thrift. And I'm gonna go back to work, gonna eat some food and edit some videos. So if you like these videos, guys, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like them, hit the thumbs down, leave a comment below. Remember to keep up the thrift, and I'll thrift with you later.
What the hell they did to get those, I guess.
They ripped off a Toys truck.
I guess so.
I just asked the lady, she looked at me, yes, that was exactly what happened, son.